Today's video is going to be an update on Kaspa. As you guys can see, Kaspa has made this massive run up. You can see these giant green wicks in the past 3 days. Sorry I haven't been uploading a lot. I've been starting a new job and it's taking a toll on me, right? It's a lot of hours, but I need to keep putting in the work and I want to keep pushing out videos for you guys. So I went ahead and I'm making this video right now before I start work this morning. But just taking a look at Kaspa, right? Kaspa right now is at 17 cents and it is very close to breaking out of its previous all-time high, as you can see right here. Last video I made, Kaspa was still right around this 15 cent range. Actually, let's change this into regular so it's not percentage. Okay, so last video I made on Kaspa, it was around that 14 to 13 cent range, and I said that Kaspa will break out. Okay, this is going to be another run up for Kaspa. This is going to be the next run up for Kaspa, and as you can see, guys, we have indeed broken out. And why do I say this? It's because Kaspa is one of the easiest cryptos to predict, in my opinion. As you can see, we always have ups and downs, and whenever we have these long periods of consolidation followed by uptrends, right, followed by a move up, we always break into newer highs, or at the very least we retest those previous all-time highs. And as you can see, that is exactly what's happening right now, right? We basically hit that previous all-time high, or very close to it. We hit about 18 cents and we've consolidated a little bit, and I believe in the next couple of days we could see one of two things, right? We could either completely shoot past this green zone right here. In the next couple of days we could completely shoot past that, right? Retest newer all-time highs. Let's just look at the Fibonacci to see where we could potentially land. Just doing from the swing high to the swing low, you can see kind of that next zone that we could potentially hit is about 24 cents. So right about 24 cents we could potentially see as the next new all-time high. So that next leg up could potentially happen, but also, right, depending on what Bitcoin does, right, this is all dependent on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin goes on another rally, then yes, we're definitely going to see those new all-time highs for Kaspa. But if Bitcoin consolidates more and kind of doesn't really do anything, maybe it traces back down, then Kaspa could also consolidate further at these previous all-time highs, so much lower than down here, but we could see consolidation in maybe that 15, 16, 17, 18 cent area. I also want to look at Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, of course, is going to be kind of that coin that everything depends on, right? We need Bitcoin to do well, and you can see Bitcoin right now is doing very well. Oops. You can see based on this chart, Bitcoin has, of course, broken out of that previous zone right here, which we've highlighted in the past video. But you can see we had that massive run up. We retested all-time highs, but then once again, now we're consolidating, and we are moving really steady right now. Bitcoin recently had just a slight kind of uptrend going for it right now. We went from 67 to 69, retested at 70, and I believe if this trend continues, right, we could be retesting this all-time high any day now. And if we do break out, then we are going to see all of your altcoins jump up in price. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, right, another indicator that I typically look at, you can see Bitcoin dominance is actually low right now, and it's actually sort of falling. And that means that, hey, maybe altcoin season could actually be on the horizon. You can see we had that fall in Bitcoin dominance from about 56% now all the way to about 53, 54%. And if we see more continuous falls, right, if we see Bitcoin dominance, let me just do a little, maybe this, okay. If we see Bitcoin dominance have another wick down, right, consolidate, and then another wick down, that is a clear sign to me, that altcoin season is about to start, or has already started. But if we see Bitcoin dominance kind of consolidate, maybe have another rise up, then that's an indicator to me that, hey, Bitcoin is still very strong, right? Altcoin season hasn't fully started yet. Bitcoin still needs to move higher in order for altcoins to begin moving higher. Because right now, right, if we do see if we do see this, right, if we see Bitcoin dominance trend lower and then lower and keep trending lower, that means that the price of Bitcoin has most likely topped off, right? Or we're not going to see that more massive increases in the price of Bitcoin, right? We might not even see 100K Bitcoin if this keeps going on, if Bitcoin dominance keeps getting lower and lower and lower. And if that's the case, then the price of altcoins is going to massively surge. So that's just something to keep in mind for all of you investors out there. And I also wanted to take a look at Dogecoin, right? This is kind of the main indicator I use for meme coins, but also you can kind of correlate it to altcoins as well. So looking at the chart of Dogecoin, you can see that it of course correlates to this drop in Bitcoin dominance, and basically any altcoin, right, is going to have this similar run up as Dogecoin correlated to Bitcoin dominance. And as you can see right now, we are close to breaking out for Dogecoin, right? We've broken out a little bit and we're consolidating, and we're just waiting for that massive drop in Bitcoin dominance. Looking at the entire crypto market as a whole, you can see that in the top 100 coins, so let's go to 1 to 100, you can see a lot of the coins that are still doing very well are meme coins, of course. You can see Brett, wow, it's up 60% in the past week. That's actually kind of crazy. Now it's up to 11 cents. I told you guys to buy this coin around that 4 cent, 5 cent area. So if you listen to me, then you're up a lot. There's still a lot more room to grow for this coin, in my opinion. I might make a video on it in the coming days. But you can see there's other coins as well. A lot of sectors have pumped a lot in the past couple of days, and they've been cooling off as well. So looking at meme coins as a whole, you can see that a lot of your top memes, or the memes that people are very, very bullish on, they are continuing to pump. But you can see some of your memes that most of your other memes are actually cooling off right now because of those massive pumps that we've had in the past week. But also you can see a lot of your layer ones, right? Like Kaspa, Jasmy, some very bullish coins that people really think are going to do well are still pumping right now. So that's a really good sign, right? You see your strong coins, your very strong fundamental coins that are still doing well, and then everything else is kind of trickling down. And that's kind of how the market works. Whatever's very hype at the moment is going to get a lot of the attention, a lot of these massive price increases. You can see like all of these coins that have had price increases have had massive price increases. And whether that be a catalyst, right, maybe a new listing, or just more attention, more retail attention, more hype generated from that coin, all of these coins are kind of outliers, right? If you remove all of these six, right, Dog, Ordi, Jasmy, Kaspa, Brett, and Not, and Ondo, basically everything else is in the red, or basically a very small kind of green bubble. Now looking at the past day, you can see it's probably around the same, and this just tells me that right now is still a very good period to buy for some of your altcoins, right? Not all of your altcoins, right? Personally, I wouldn't buy something like Turbo that has pumped 800% in the past week. But if you look at maybe some of your more underrated coins, in my opinion, Kaspa is still a buy, right? I would still buy Kaspa right now, even at 17 cents, even at its previous all-time high, because I know that it's going much higher, right? It still hasn't broken out of that all-time high yet. It still has multiple catalysts. It still has a Coinbase listing, a Binance listing, a Crypto.com listing, still has a Kraken listing. It has all of these listings in the future as potential catalysts. And you're telling me that it's not going to go higher, right? I know some people might say, oh, there's better opportunities out there, but in my opinion, Kaspa is guaranteed money, right? Not financial advice, but in my opinion, it is guaranteed to go up in the future, and I'm very confident on it. And it has so many catalysts to the point where it could actually do another 10x from today's price, and I wouldn't really call you crazy, right? I wouldn't call you crazy if you said, hey, Kaspa is going to hit $1 plus in the next 6 months, in the next 8 months, right? I would not call you crazy. Full altcoin season has not started yet. Right now, we are still somewhat in this range, right? Somewhere in between optimism and belief. Some people might argue we are already in belief because Bitcoin has already hit its all-time high, or created a new all-time high. But either way, we still have this much room to grow, right? We still have thrill and euphoria, in my opinion, there is still going to be, you're still going to see multiple X's for your altcoins. That is still in the horizon, right? If you bought here knowing that Throw and Euphoria, these 2 points are going to be coming in the next, couple of weeks, couple of months, in the next year or so, then, would you sell right now? No, because these 2 points are coming, and I know that these 2 points are coming. So that's why I'm very excited for the coming, I'd say 12 months, right? I'd give it 12 months for us to hit Thrill and to hit Euphoria. But that's just my opinion, of course. And just taking a look at Kaspa, right? Of course, I've done a lot of videos on Kaspa. It's my strongest conviction altcoin play. And I've talked about the technology, I've talked about the tokenomics, everything about Kaspa lines up. And like I said, strong community. And one of the most important things about Kaspa as an investor, right? Not from the technology standpoint, not from the tokenomics standpoint, but just as an investor, the fact that it doesn't have tier 1 listings is so bullish, right? I don't know why this isn't talked about enough. Kaspa is already, let's actually see what rank it is. I think it is the number 26th largest coin in the world without any tier 1 listings, right? It still does not have a single tier 1 listing, no Coinbase, no Binance, no Kraken, no crypto.com. And when Kaspa gets listed on some of these exchanges, right? If Kaspa were to get a Coinbase listing right now, right at this moment, it would pump another 50 to 100%, right? You would see massive hysteria, right? Massive hype about Kaspa, because that legitimizes the coin. Kaspa is already legit in itself because it is, proof of work layer 1, no pre-sales, no pre-mines, no ICOs. But when you have these Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, crypto.com listings, those are entities that have trust in them, right? And when they list Kaspa as a coin, people are not going to see Kaspa as, something that they never would have bought, right? Or something that they don't know what it is, is it a scam? Once they see those Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, crypto.com listings, they're going to think Kaspa as a legitimate coin, a competitor to Bitcoin, a competitor to a lot of your top layer 1s, and the price of Kaspa is going to go ballistic. That's just my opinion, of course. I've seen the same thing happen with smaller coins, right? So something like a KAS network, a coin that I'm also bullish on in the AI sector, I saw that get listed on Coinbase, and in one day, it basically went up like 40%, 50%. Now, do I think that's going to happen to Kaspa? Yes, I think that's going to happen to Kaspa, and it might even be a lot more than that. But just keep this information in mind, and that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Let me know if Kaspa is a bullish play for you, and I will see you guys in the next one.